How's it going, guys? It's Jerry Genesis here. So, little question for y'all car guys out there, y'all gearheads, to a redneck, because we don't know everything when it comes to cars. But should I quad turbo my engine I'm gonna get? Because I'm thinking about going down to a junkyard and building a rat rod, but I want to make sure before I do this I don't blow the damn thing up. And by the way, this isn't like a joke or parody video. This is really just me, Crazy Jared, asking you guys this. I've seen V16 engines, which are like two engines, one in front of the other, rat rods. I've seen all kinds of crazy shit, but I noticed on YouTube some crazy motherfucker, he put this in his tuner, little ass import. He had 4 turbochargers, and I was so impressed by that, that he actually made that work and didn't blow up his damn car. How is that possible? Someone tell me, because really I have no idea. I mean, I'm assuming, because I understand, certain turbos only work with certain engines. So, I mean, as long as they fit right, you know what I'm saying? As long as the turbos fit right, I guess, 4 would be the maximum capacity you use. But I guess for whatever reason, most people only use 2. I guess because they don't really think to go that higher. But I mean, shit, if you got all the right modifications down, good fuel injectors and all that shit, spark plugs, I mean, I guess you can make that work. It's just crazy though. For y'all who haven't seen that, check out the video. I'll link in the description. There's also a production car that's going to be released sometime soon that's going to be stocked with 4 turbos. It looks crazy expensive, like a Bugatti. It looks like one of those, extremely, what would you call, exotic, like a damn Bugatti. So that's going to be crazy though, that that's actually going to come stock with 4 turbos. That's like the most non-ricer car I've ever heard of. Seriously, that's insane, bro. I mean, most cars from what I've seen, you can't even buy twin turbo. I know there's a few out there. Trying to think which ones are actually twin turbo you can buy. Shit. You know what? I can't even think of any, but I'm sure they're out there. They're probably just lesser known vehicles. But yeah, man, shit, just about a year ago I was thinking that, twin turbos, I should be careful with that. But now I hear some crazy dude with his Subaru or his freaking, I think it was no, it wasn't a Subaru, I think it was a Toyota Supra. 4 turbos. Insane. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the junkyard here pretty soon. Live in the South, so we got lots of junkyards and shit. And I'm gonna try to build a rat rod. That's a dream of mine. I was thinking about maybe just buying a crossover, but I was just thinking god damn, they're so expensive to begin with. I mean, really, what's the point of spending all that money if I'm gonna be customizing? It's pointless. I don't care. If it does have that really urban look to it, if you know what I mean. Rat rods, most of them have that really urban look. I think it's cool. I mean, I think it's badass. Super punk rock. But, yeah, for those of you who don't know, a rat rod is basically just a car you build from scraps from a scrapyard, and a lot of them have a really exotic look to them. Kind of 50s Americana looking. So that's pretty badass, but, I'm gonna build, I want to have really fucking fat tires. One of those cars where the tires, go up to the middle of the car, where it must have really long axles, I guess. I want to have one of those cars. What do you call it? Looks kind of like a Plymouth, kind of like a stretched out Plymouth. Have you ever seen those old school Plymouths with gangster cars looking things? I was thinking about doing that. And I want to make it sexy though. I want to add something to make it special, because I want it to be special. But the only reason I was thinking about getting a crossover is because I like big cars, from the South, typical thing to say. But I believe it or not, I'm not just a dragster guy. I don't just like GTOs and Dodge Demons and shit like that. I just like big cars in general, and I think crossovers are great racing cars because most of them are small enough to where they're still agile, but they still have a lot of beef, you know, big wheels. You can put in a big engine. That's the funny thing though. It's like most crossovers have really small engines, but then again, most crossovers are foreign, so I guess that's gonna start a shitstorm. But you know, fucking Ford and Chevy these days, I mean, a lot of their shit's kind of weaker, you know, than it used to be. Like my mom was just telling me, she was saying like when she grew up, she bought a car with a V8 engine, and this was like a family car. And oh my god, like I hate her for this, but I love her. She's my mom and I love her. But like she told me that her parents had an original Chevy SS Impala from like the 1960s, and I was like, oh, if I had my hands on that, that car's got to be worth like fucking 200 grand now or higher. An original Chevy SS Impala. Damn, I wish she would have kept that, but that's okay. You know, like I said, honestly, those cars are just, you know, all the big names from the South, all the, you know, everyone who goes to the drag races, they all race those kinds of cars, and I want something kind of different. And with a rat rod, you can customize it any way you want. So really, I think rat rods are one of the coolest ways to drive a car, and the least expensive. I mean, literally, like, you don't have to spend a cent to build a rat rod car. You don't have to spend a fucking cent, because there's plenty of cars you can find in junkyards that have a working engine. But the thing is, you know, you're not going to find anything that great. I mean, you're not going to find a Lamborghini engine or nothing like that. But that's the thing, you know, if you start using your mind, you can make it powerful, like using Ford turbochargers or actually combining engines, you know, like the V16 I was telling you guys about. You can combine, you know, you can have a car with two engines. You don't just have to have one. Something a lot of people don't realize. I personally, I have no idea how to do any of that shit. I'm a complete noob when it comes to, you know, modifying engines and stuff like that. But I just was curious if some of you guys know how, like, you can make a car work even with four turbos. I'm guessing that, like, it must be just enough power to where it doesn't make the car fall apart. But I think it's funny that more people haven't done this, because it seems like something that more people would think about doing. But then again, you know, I guess maybe a lot of people just don't want to risk it. I'm assuming that's probably it. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. I'll check out the links in the description. I'll show you that, what was it? That Ford turbocharger car. I'll also link you that V16 rat rod, which is really sick looking. And yeah, rat rods are just rat rods are so awesome, man. I would love to see more people drive them. I don't really see a lot of them on the road. But yeah, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.